Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. You cannot scale beyond what you are settling for. I want you just to acknowledge what this saying means to you. Because you're settling for your current habits, your current expectations, your current daily standards, and then that creates your results. And so when we say we want to scale, and we say we want more, and we say we want to grow, but yet we are settling for less than. There's two elements to this I really want to speak into today. What you are settling for means what you are accepting, what you're tolerating, right? What are you accepting and tolerating currently in your business, currently for yourself, currently within yourself and how you show up? Because that's actually causing the blockages to you scaling to the stage you want to grow to. That's currently causing the results that you're achieving. So you cannot scale beyond what you're settling for. So what are you tolerating? What are you just settling for when really you need to be thinking much bigger and you need to be expecting more from yourself in order to achieve those next level results that you're truly wanting? The second part to this is actually what you're settling for within your business. So this sometimes could be external, right? So you could be settling for mediocre clients that you actually shouldn't be settling with, where you're settling with what you feel like you should be charging and what you can charge, where you're settling for certain behaviors or certain standards of your team, certain results, certain outcomes, right? What we're settling for is causing us to stay safe and causing us to stay in the exact same place. And you can't scale beyond that. So we really need to look at this from a radical honesty place from ourselves, but also for our business. So we look at both sides, right? We go, where am I settling? What am I tolerating? What am I accepting as what I believe that I deserve or what I'm expecting of myself? Where am I settling for myself? And then for my business. Because where you are settling, right? Now, this could be where you're having a team member that's not truly performing, but you're not willing to have the hard conversations you need in order for them to perform excellently. Where are you settling with the systems that you currently have? Where are you settling with the business model that you currently have? Where are you settling with the price point that you're currently charging? Where are you settling with the level of support that you are welcoming into your business? Because often we don't realize that we're the bottleneck. We're absolutely the bottleneck that's keeping ourselves playing small, playing at the current level that we're at, because we're not expecting more from ourselves and we're not expecting more from others. So if you are settling and receiving into your business clients that aren't the right fit clients that don't pay on time, clients that are not performing at the level that you would like them to be performing, it's usually a reflection of what's going on with you. So where are you settling? We need to do our own work first, right? We need to look at where am I settling? Where am I expecting less from myself? What am I tolerating? What am I just going, yeah, well, that's just the way it's always been done, or that's just all the time that I've got for this specific activity. That's where we're causing ourselves to play small. And this was a really great realization for myself, even over the break, where I was like, I was wanting more in this space, but I was actually settling for less. So I'll give you an example, right? So I want to have a lot more of a bigger following. I want to actually have a really big community online, which will obviously then support the growth of my business, right? Makes sense. But what I was settling for was mediocre content that was just done on the fly. It was a last minute thought, right? So it was something that I would sit at the end of the day when I'm scrolling on the couch and I'd be like, okay, what could I create? Because I really need to get a piece of content out there. That's where I was tolerating and expecting less from myself. Now, when you think about that, who is going to follow someone that does that? Who is going to really show up for that person? Who's going to buy from that person, right? When you think about it from that perspective, and I think about the people that I follow and I engage with it. I was looking at someone recently and I was like, wow, she posts so consistently. She posts really intentional, thought out content. And I was like, no wonder my content isn't going viral. No wonder my content isn't really reaching people, because I am looking at it as a secondary or last minute thought rather than it be the first thought. So that's where I recognize within myself where I was settling. So I want you to ask yourself, what did you settle for in 2025 that you need to start changing the way that you're focusing or thinking about it? And start changing the way that you're thinking about scaling, because what you are settling for is preventing you from scaling in the spaces that you really want to scale. What are you settling for? Where are you tolerating instead of expecting more from yourself or others in this space in order for you to scale in 2026?